Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be doing the two nails, what I was on about in my last video. So we're going to be doing the same nails of what I've done on my pinky and my ring finger, but we're going to be doing them a different way this time. We did those with paper forms. If those of you haven't seen that video, I'll leave the link to that video at the end of this one. So we're going to be using the same Madam Glam Builder in bottles, which is powder pink and sheer white. I have already buffed over the natural nail, roughing them up a little bit, wiped over with some isopropyl alcohol. Now I'm going to use my favourite bond system, which is from Neo. So I'm going to start off by applying the dehydrator. This bond system works really well with my nails. And then this is the Ultra Bond Acid Primer. I don't get no lifting when I use this. I don't get no nails popping off. My nails last until I take them off. Now we're going in with Madam Glam's base coat. So I'm just going to give them a nice thin coat of base coat, and then I'll pop them in the lamp for 60 seconds. So like I was saying, the first two nails we used paper forms, but today I'm going to show you how to do the same nails but using jewel forms. So we're going to be doing the baby boomer nails. Cure that base coat for 30 seconds. So I'm just measuring up here, seeing how long I need these to be. So I want to go down to the third line. So I'm starting off with the sheer white first. This is gorgeous. It's got a really beautiful sparkle in it. And I'm just going to add a thin layer of that, going down to that third line, making sure I'm getting it right up those side walls and bringing it about 1/3 of the way up of that nail bed area. And then I'm going to go in and get a bigger bead and just build that up to a nice thickness. And then I'm going to squidge that down on my nail, just like that, making sure it's nice and straight. I'm going to make sure I keep holding it down or it's just going to pop up. And I'm going to pop it in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. So that's that one done. How easy was that? This process I found was so much quicker than paper forms, guys. It was really, really quick. And I really enjoyed doing it. So we're going to do the exact same again, taking it down to the third line. Nice thin layer to start with, but just making sure that you cover the whole of that jewel form up them sides. Making sure you get right up them sides and then 1/3 into that nail bed area. Popping it on the nail, just squidging it down, just so it makes contact with the very tip of my natural nail. Cured that. So them two are now fully cured. We're now going to remove these. Now you got to be really careful when you remove these, because that is only a very thin layer. So just give them a very soft wiggle and they should start popping off just like that. There we go. So that is the tips pretty much done. Now these jewel forms are reusable, guys, so just wipe over them with some isopropyl alcohol. So now we're just going to thicken that tip area up. Just make sure we get a nice thickness, but we've already got the shape there. And like I said in my previous video, gel is attracted to gel, so that gel is going to want to go where the gel already is. So all we're doing is just building that up, making it a little bit more thicker, providing a little bit of strength and structure. Flip it upside down and pop it in the lamp for 60 seconds. And that is the tips done, guys. How easy was that? Now we're going in with the nail bed colour, this powder pink. Again, a beautiful, beautiful colour. Got a shimmer in it. It's so pretty. And these blend so well together. So I like to get it in that cuticle area first. A nice thin layer. And just sweep it down over that white. Really, really thin layer to start with. This is just like a slip layer. And make sure you don't touch the skin with that as well, guys, because like I said, gel is attracted to gel. So if you get it in that cuticle area and you don't wipe it away, that will want to go into your cuticle as well, this bigger bead. So I've just picked up a bigger bead, applied that onto the nail, and I'm now just making sure that cuticle area is nice and neat, making sure my nails are pointing downwards so the gel will not flood my cuticles. It's going to want to fall downwards if anything, but this nail bed colour, it's not runny at all. It kind of stays where you put it, which I really liked. My room was quite cold, so it was a little bit thicker than what it probably would be in a warmer room. So I'm just getting rid of any of that pink off the very tip of the white, brushing it back into that apex area, making sure I get a nice thickness in that apex for strength. Pop it upside down and cure it for 60 seconds. So now we're going in with Madam Glam's Clear Builder Gel, just applying a nice thin layer of that over the top of these. And this is going to protect my blend. Now, I didn't do this on the first 2 nails, and I should have done, because you work so hard to get that blend, and then you go in and file, and it kind of ruins it. So this was a much better option. When you use acrylic, you always cap a blend with clear acrylic powder, so I don't know why I didn't think of doing this with the gel on the first 2 nails. So I'm just flipping it upside down, and I'm just making sure I'm not ruining that shape. I'm getting plenty of product in that apex area, which will provide the strength for these nails. I wish I could show you what I was doing here, but when you're flipping the nails upside down, it draws that gel to the middle of the nail, and it just helps with the shape and structure. So once I'm happy with them, I'll cure them for 60 seconds. So the clear gel's all cured. I'm just wiping over them with some isopropyl alcohol to get rid of that tacky layer. And then they're ready for some filing. So we're going to be using Melodysusie's dust collector again. How pretty is that? It's so cute. And it's a really, really powerful one as well. Considering it's wireless, I was really surprised how powerful it was. And I could tell the difference on my lungs as well once I'd finished filing. My lungs felt so much better than what they do when I don't use a dust collector. Right, so we're going to be hand filing. So I'll start off by going up the sidewalls along the free edge, getting that shape nice and neat and crisp. When you're doing square nails, you do need to make sure you get that shape spot on. So that's the sides and the free edge all filed. Now I'm going to whiz around that cuticle area, making sure that cuticle area is nice and flush, making the nails look as natural as possible. You don't want there to be a big step in that cuticle area. You want there to be a nice transition from your natural nail to the gel. So now I'm just going to do the side walls of the middle nail. Then around that cuticle area. You don't really need to put a lot of work in when you're filing gel. Gel is a really soft product to file. So I'm just using the 180 grit side of my Melodysusie hand file. Now I'm just going up them sidewalls, bringing in them sidewalls, making sure we get that nice crisp sharp shape of a square. Just bringing in them sides and then whizzing over the top. And that just marries the 2 sides together, getting rid of any lumpy bumps. Just like that. Just want to bring that left hand side in a little bit more. Make sure you keep looking at the nail from different angles as well, guys. That will give you an idea if you've got any bumps in the nails, if you've got more product on one side than the other. It does really help to keep looking at the nail from different angles. I do like to kind of sweep my file downwards when I'm doing the very tip. Just gives me a really nice smooth surface. So now we're going to go on to this one. I am a little bit here, there and all over the place when I'm doing my filing. I don't really have a proper filing routine. I think it's because I don't do clients. I only really do my own nails and work on practice hands. So I don't really have a proper filing routine like most people do, like nail techs and stuff. I just kind of go with the flow, which, to be honest, is not the best way to file nails. They do say if you get yourself a proper filing routine and stick to that routine on every nail, your nails will be uniformed and they will all be the same shape. So I do really need to get myself a proper filing routine and stick to it on every nail instead of like back and forth like I just did then. So I'm just whizzing over the top of this one now, marrying them 2 sides together, making sure I've got no excess product on them sidewalls, but not taking them in too thin, because if you take them sidewalls in too thin, them nails are going to break in that stress point area. So make sure they're not too thick or too thin. Now I'm just sweeping down to do the tip, getting that tip all nice and neat and nice and smooth. Then once I finished all the filing, I did go over them with a buffer, but I've left that out of this video. But if you do want to see me going over them with a buffer, I have left it in my previous video. So make sure you go over and watch that if you want to see me buffing the nails. So they've all been buffed, they've all been wiped over with some isopropyl alcohol to get rid of the dust. And then we're finally going in with a coat of Madam Glam's No Wipe Shiny top coat, sealing them all in, making them all glossy and pretty. Then I'll give them a cure for 60 seconds and then that'll be them all finished. Make sure when you are applying your top coat that you do cap the free edge of your nails as well, guys. That just helps your top coat to last and not peel. So that's the top coat all applied. Give them a cure for 60 seconds. And that is the nails all finished. What do you think? I think they are really, really cute. I do love a set of Baby Boomer nails anyway. I am a massive fan of Baby Boomer nails. But with them having that shimmer in the builder gel as well, it's just made them even cuter. I was going to do a little bit of a crystal design on them, but I actually ended up liking them just the way that they are, without anything on them at all. I have also given them a little bit of cuticle oil. Never forget to use your cuticle oil as well, guys, because them cuticles do always need a bit of nourishment after you've been doing your nails. So everything that I've used today, guys, I will leave links for in my description box below. I have also got discount codes for Madam Glam and Melodysusie, which you probably have already seen in the top right hand corner of the screen. I'll make sure that I pin them in my comments along with the link to the website. So if you do decide to place an order, make sure you take full advantage of those. So that is the end of the video, guys. That is how we do Baby Boomer Builder Gel Nails using Madam Glam Builder in Bottles and Jewel Forms. I say jewel forms, we only really used the jewel forms for the shape of the tip. It wasn't full on jewel form nails. We could have used the jewel forms to do the nail bed area as well, but I decided that I just wanted to build them myself. Also, this is the second time I've used the Melodysusie S-Series wireless dust collector now as well. I've really enjoyed using that. I can feel the difference on my lungs when I've used it. My lungs feel so much better when I've used this dust collector whilst filing my nails. And it's really powerful as well. And it's really nice and compact, so it just fits in the drawer once I'm finished with it. It's a really cool little dust collector. So yeah, that's everything for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.